We're going.
Good evening, everyone.
Hey, everybody.
Welcome to today's training. You guys, we have not met before. I am Becky Graff.
And I am Tim Graff.
We help home business entrepreneurs leverage powerful online strategies to build the perfect lifestyle business. And today, you guys, we're going to be talking about how your business might be looking for you.
Yep.
Okay, we're going to be discussing two overlooked but critical things that you must be clear on while you're growing and building your business online.
Yes.
Okay.
As you guys are hopping on, say hello. Let us know where you're coming in from. If you guys are catching us on the replay, please drop us a hashtag replay or let us know where it is you're coming from on the replay. That way we can come back after the fact and say hi and have some interaction. It always makes the live a lot more fun if there's engagement and we can respond and say hello.
And honestly, you as a participant also, what you put into the trainings that you're a part of, whether that's a Facebook Live, whether it's a webinar, okay, any training that you're a part of, the more you actually put into it, the more you in return get out of it. Okay?
Exactly.
And our goal here is to help educate you on things that you might do differently or things to consider as you're building your business online so that you get the most traction, okay, the most momentum possible in your business. And what we're going to be talking about tonight is I hear a lot from students that things are just not going the way I thought they were. My business isn't going. I'm not where I thought I was going to be in my business by this point. How many of you can relate to that, ever feeling that way? Okay.
Or just answer this question. Does your business look how you hoped or how you imagined it would look at this point?
Okay. And when we say business, okay, I'm curious if your mind automatically goes to what your commission check is, how much money is coming into your business, what your revenue is looking like, how big your downline is, okay, how much growth you've had over the last little bit. I'm curious.
Hey, Rosetta.
Good to have you on.
Thanks for hopping on.
Hey, so I'm curious.
The Land of Oz, I love it. Nice.
So good to have you here. So I'm curious, have you noticed or have you thought about what your business looks like or how you want it to look like? Because we have kind of this division of people that are super excited and they see big picture. I'm going to be making 6 figures a year or more, multiple 7-figure business. It's going to be amazing. I'm going to travel the world. This is going to be awesome. And then we have the other side who haven't really thought about what the intricacies of their business might mean.
Yep.
And it's typically focused in on commissions and volume coming through their business. Okay, and that's how come we want to have this conversation, because there's two critical things that you must be clear on while you're developing and growing your business online so that you actually end up having that lifestyle business that you're looking for, that leverage. Okay.
And that is one of the things that Becky and I, we focus on in our own business, as well as what we're helping you guys with your business. Is helping you build that perfect lifestyle business. And when we say a lifestyle business, it means a lifestyle. Okay. It's not just a business where you have the golden handcuffs, so to speak, where you have all of this work to do. Because in my opinion, that's no business. Maybe some people enjoy that, but I mean, we all got into this industry, I believe, to have that time freedom, to be able to do what we want, when we want.
Well, let me know if that's you. How come you started your own business? How come you partnered with a company? What was it that you saw in this decision to become an entrepreneur? Okay, let me know in the comments what that is for you, because again, this is where the definition for yourself of what your business looks like and what you want it to be, okay, and how it fuels ultimately what your life's going to look like.
So Becky and I, we focus on leveraging systems, online systems, and just systems in general to do the heavy lifting for us. That way, we don't have to be there 24/7 to run the business. The business will run without us there. And so that, I mean, I have a question for you guys. What do you want your life to look like? Let's say you suddenly had all kinds of money in the bank. Okay, your business.
Money wasn't an option.
Well,
no worries.
Yeah, money.
No worries.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, money wasn't an option. You had more than enough to take care of yourself in the bank. Okay, and you had time, lots of time to do what you wanted with your life. What would you do? What would your life look like? What would you have? What are those, what would be that perfect lifestyle that you would be enjoying? What would that look like? Let me know in the comments, as you guys are going through this, what does that look like for you?
Yeah. And
or have you even thought about it?
And here's the thing, when Tim and I got started, just to be frankly honest with you guys, we were asked something very similar. And it was actually heartbreaking because, at least for myself, I wasn't able to project what I wanted my life to look like. I was just like, more money, more time. Okay, well, that's cool. That's great.
That's very general.
But what would you be doing? And it really took me some time to be honest with you, to sit down and actually figure out what I really wanted my life to look like. Did I want to travel? If I did, specifically where and with who? Okay. If I wanted just more money, cool. Money's great, but what was I going to actually do with that money?
Exactly. What would you have? Like, what would you be doing with it? Exactly.
Okay. So Rosetta says, was looking for time freedom. Too much time was taken up driving to and from work. Always tired.
Yes.
Thank you, Rosetta, for sharing that. So you're
totally relate to that.
Right. So you're looking for quality of life, a higher quality of life without exhaustion. Some opportunities for you to be able to enjoy yourself. And this is where we're talking about this. And a lot of times people struggle, much like I did, and maybe Tim did as well, with being able to pinpoint what you want your life to look like, because we're so caught in the monotony of the typical grind.
Yeah.
Okay. We're coming from that 9 to 5 or corporate place. And it is about time. It is a time wage mindset where we clock in. We do the work. We know
exactly what our task is. We do the work.
We're doing the 8, 10, 12 hour day, and then we go home. But as an entrepreneur, when you're starting to figure out for yourself what you want your business to look like, that piece can kind of translate over a little bit. And a lot of times students that we work with find themselves, and we dealt with this too, feeling like if we weren't working 8 to 12 hours a day, that we were doing something wrong in our business. Okay, but this is where we really want to spend some time with you guys to consider what it is you're building. So for you, Rosetta, you're looking for time freedom. Okay. Too much time taken up driving to and from work. You're always tired. So I'm curious, are you looking to build a business that is going to take up 8 to 14 hours of your day to build and to maintain? And by that, I mean specifically all the activities of being a leader, your prospecting, all of the things that you're doing. Is that the type of business that you are wanting to create? If it is, awesome. Okay.
Great.
If it's not, consider what is that perfect life that you want to see? How many hours a day are you going to be working? Okay. What are you going to be doing in those those hours per day or per week? And then what are you going to be doing in your leisure time? So this is kind of homework for you guys. I want you to think about, number one, what are you doing? What specific things are you doing once your business is at that point, right? Once you've hit success, that destination that most of us have in our mind, what does that look like? What are you doing? Okay. Are you playing with the kids? Are you taking them to and from school? Are you picking up whenever you want to go on an impromptu vacation? Okay. Are you serving? Are you doing mission trips? Okay. Are you creating systems for your team? What is it? Are you doing in-home presentations? I mean, what is it that you're doing? What do you see your life looking like? Not only from a business aspect, but also lifestyle.
The other question is, who are you doing these things with? Like if you're traveling, if you're building this business, if you want to spend all this time doing the business, who do you want to be working with? Who are those people that you surround yourself with? Because you guys, this is extremely important, especially for success, is who you surround yourself with. Okay. Those that are around you are either going to lift you up and help you rise to the best version of yourself and to that success, or they are going to be an anchor. There are going to be that ball and chain around your ankle that is going to hold you down and make it even harder for you to reach that level of success. It is really important from a mindset standpoint and just in general who you are surrounding yourself with, because you become the average of the people that you are with.
So again, this is coming from a business standpoint. Who are you going on incentive trips with? Who are you spending your time masterminding with? Who are you on Zoom calls with? But also, when you're not doing the business, who are you relaxing with? Okay. Is it a spouse? Is it with your kids? Is it with your parents? Okay. Is it with your best friends from your business because you made an amazing choice on who you're partnered with? Considerations, because again, as an entrepreneur, you guys, you have the opportunity to really pick who you want to spend your time with. It's not being hired in at a job, having to clock in, hate your boss, hate your coworkers, and you're just showing up doing the mindless work. As an entrepreneur, you have the opportunity and the ability to really craft whatever life you want. Okay. And so being aware of what that looks like, who are these people? What kind of qualities do they have? What is their intention? What is it that they want to do? Do they have alignment as far as the impact that they are wanting to create for themselves and in the world? Okay. Questions like that.
Yeah, exactly. So as part of this, that was the first kind of overall question that we wanted to bring up with you guys is, what do you want your life to look like? Who are you hanging out with? What are you doing? What does that look like? Okay, spend some time actually getting into the specific details of what your life will look like.
Yes.
And then the second one, you guys, is you got to keep in mind here that your business, as an entrepreneur, your business and your life are one big ecosystem. And that's how come we call it the perfect lifestyle business, because your lifestyle is your business and your business is your lifestyle. When you're an entrepreneur, you take it with you. Okay. If you're traveling to the beach, okay, you may be doing work from your laptop there. Okay. Or, you may be checking in on systems, checking in on teams, whatever that might look like. And when you're sharing your content on social media, online, those different platforms, that your emails, those kinds of things that you're doing, when you're telling your stories and when you're doing those, putting your content out to talk to those perfect prospects, okay, you're telling about your life, what you're doing. Okay, you're taking them, so to speak, on your life journey so that they can see kind of a picture of what a lifestyle business looks like. And the great thing is when they see that, oh my goodness, they're on the beach in Fiji and they're doing their business from the beach, I can do this too. Okay, that's the kind of thing that you want these people to be able to see, is that it's something they can do and enjoy as well. And so the business goes hand in hand with your lifestyle. And so that's what, when I say from the beginning, if you have those golden handcuffs, if you constantly feel like you're babysitting or you're dragging people along, or you have all this stuff to do, that may or may not be the kind of business that you want.
Yes. And to that point, evaluating what you want it to look like will help you really fine tune your process and your strategy now. Because if you want a business where you work 4 hours a day, Monday through Friday, and of course,
Mm-hmm.
helping out where needed on the, maybe on the weekends, or hopping on with outline calls, but the bulk of your work is done 4 hours a day, 5 days a week. That is something that you're going to want to start adding in now and start figuring out for yourself, okay, if that's what I want my life to look like, not in 5, 10, 15, and 20 years from now, but that's what I want to see in the next 12 to 24. What is it that you might need to consider doing?
Yeah.
What skills do you have? Where do you potentially need to look to start developing other things? Because you can start living pieces, okay, moments of your ideal life now.
Yes.
Okay, setting those boundaries for yourself and working into it so that you have an awareness of what you want your life to look like. Because what happens, you guys, when we start out burning ourselves out doing 14, 18-hour days, okay, burning the candle at both ends, staying up till 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning, sending out messages because we've got teams all over the world, that's great for the short term, because is that really sustainable? Is that something that is going to allow you to have quality of life? Okay, is that going to be the lifestyle that you want to sustain for the long term? And a lot of times entrepreneurs think, well, I'll just do that really hard for this first 5 years. And then when I hit my success, then I'm going to, take that
step back, so to speak.
But that's not reality, you guys.
Yeah, exactly.
Because you become habituated into your behaviors. And
not to mention it's habituated throughout your team. Okay.
Yeah,
when they come on, it duplicates. Yes. Exactly. Your actions and the things that you do duplicates throughout your team. The people that you bring on, they see what you're doing and they're either going to follow or they're not.
Well, and to that point, if they see that you're working 14, 18 hours, is that something that they are going to want to duplicate?
Yep.
Okay. Or are you setting reasonable expectations for yourself for the results that you're going to get in the specific time frame? And also having that expectation and conversation with your teammates. Because again, being able to custom craft the perfect lifestyle business comes with first identifying what that life looks like, and then what's reasonable as far as results based on what you are putting into your business and that you can maintain consistently.
And then putting those pieces into play as you can. Okay, little pieces of that as you go along, you want to start implementing and living now. That way, down the road, it just becomes, as you reach those different levels of success, you're kind of stepping up that ladder, so to speak, and you're living that as you go. It's not a ultimate destination that someday I'm going to reach. We're actually there now, and it's along the journey as we're going. Yes. And so you want to implement pieces when you figure out what that perfect lifestyle business is. Start implementing some of those pieces now in your life, who you're hanging out with, what you're doing, all those kinds of things.
Yes, an example would be then if you part of your perfect life that you see is that you wake up at 8 a.m. and you have breakfast, cook breakfast for your kids, let's say. Okay. How can you start implementing that in? Even if it's only one day a week, okay, that's part of what you're starting to add in. Those little key things that are meaning a lot to you, the purpose, the driving intention behind you doing this business, how many of those can you fit in? Maybe it's not going to be all at once, and that's okay.
Yep.
But where can you start adding those in? Where can you start making them become a habit so that as you're reaching closer to your my goodness, tongue-tied, as you get closer to your goal, okay, that just becomes part of how things are.
Yep.
It's part of your new habit. It's your new norm. It is your perfect lifestyle business that you are actually creating right now.
And the great thing is as you implement more and more and more and more and more of these lifestyle type things that you want to see, those are small wins, okay? And those are going to keep you pushing forward. They're going to be motivation and inspiration to keep going forward.
Yep. And one final thing, you guys, is everything that you do, it requires an investment, okay?
Yep.
Whether that's financial or whether that's of your time. So just consider what the big picture is. How do you want your life to actually look? What do you want your business to look like? And then really figure out how you can start living that today. Because if you're hustling your face off now, but you don't want to hustle your face off in 2 or 3 years from now, what do you need to start putting into play? What system are you potentially needing to add in? What kind of trainings maybe do you need to create for your team? And go through that process starting now so that you're actually getting that leverage that you're looking for in your business.
Exactly.
All right, you guys, we appreciate you spending some time with us. Appreciate all the hearts and loves. Appreciate all you guys out there watching.
Rosetta, we appreciate you hopping on in your comments.
Okay, you guys, make sure you join us here tomorrow, 5 p.m. We're going to be talking about your value. Okay, we're going to discuss a simple process that you can use to figure out what your time is really worth. It's a very valuable exercise so that as you are developing your process, okay, your strategy, you can really fine tune which behaviors are serving you, which things are really working in your favor, and maybe which ones you can tweak. Because again, if you know how much your time is worth, the way that you view certain tasks might actually change. So make
and the
sure
way that you show up changes too.
Absolutely.
Exactly.
So make sure you join us here tomorrow at 5 p.m. Mountain, which was 8 Eastern for that
7
training.
Eastern.
7 Eastern. 7 Eastern. 7 Eastern for that training. All right, you guys?
Yeah. You guys have a great evening. Be curious, be bold, take action, and remember that it is choice, not chance, that shapes your life.
Take care.
See you later.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.